Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Once again, I'm bringing to your attention two great fiction reads that are very highly recommended. The very first one is While Justice Sleeps by STACEY Abrams. This is published by Doubleday and it retails for $37. The name STACEY Abrams might be very familiar. She is in U.S. politics. In fact, she was a member of the Georgia House of Representatives for 11 years, and 7 of those years she was minority leader. She was integral in helping Joe Biden become president. She was campaigning for him, and she still does a lot of work in politics. But she is also a best-selling author. In fact, she has 2 nonfiction books. And when While Justice Sleeps came out, I originally thought, wow, this is a great debut novel. Well, truth of the matter is, it's not a debut fiction novel because she has written 8 books previously under the name of Selena Montgomery. They are all suspense romance, and certainly this lady knows how to write. She's great in politics, and in the literary world, she is also a force to be reckoned with. While Justice Sleeps is a most interesting book. It is about politics, it is about the legal system, and a combination of both. She writes, you can compare her work to John Grisham, who does, political and legal thrillers too. Well, this is a thriller. The book revolves around the fact that one of the Supreme Court justices, Howard Wynne, has fallen into a coma. Now, he would have been the deciding voice in a very important vote. And now that he's incapacitated, the Supreme Court is sort of in a state of flux. Now, his law clerk, Avery Keene, she finds out that she is given power of attorney over his affairs. And this does not please a lot of people, especially his estranged second wife, who wants, he's basically, he's sort of on life support, and she wouldn't mind that he dies. And the President of the United States at the time, President Stokes, he wants to put someone else on the Supreme Court, to balance a very important vote that's coming up. So let's just say it is, a lot of people do not want Wynne to wake up. In fact, his personal nurse leaves a sort of cryptic message to Avery Keene, and not too long after that, the personal nurse is found dead. So soon there are a trail of deaths, and it's all connected to the Supreme Court justice. So Avery Keene, her life is also in danger too. So there's a lot of things happening. It is a true political thriller, as a lot of different factions do not want the Supreme Court Justice Judge to ever wake up. So While Justice Sleeps is not a sleeper of a book. It is a powerful book that once you start reading, it is a book that you definitely will not want to put down. So add this to your reading list. The second book of note is The Day She Died by S.M. FREEDMAN. This is published by Dunder and Press, and it retails for $18.99. The book, when you start it, it almost has hints of the supernatural. It's not a supernatural book per se, but there are parts of it that you could sort of categorize in the supernatural realm. The book revolves around Eve Gold, who is celebrating her 27th birthday. She's walking home on a Vancouver street with birthday cake, and she's getting ready for her celebration when a car suddenly careens onto the sidewalk and runs into her and pushes her through a store window. Well, most of her bones are broken in her body, and it's going to be a long recovery. Now, we see the book revolves around her past and her present, and it goes chapter by chapter about the past. More specifically, it centers on her best friend Sarah, who died on Eve's 17th birthday. So the question is, was Eve responsible somehow? And as we see the plot unravel, we find some interesting things about Eve's life. She hasn't had a very good life. Her mother, Donna, was very cold toward her. She was unresponsive, and she even saw that Eve was put in a psychiatric hospital for a while. So really, she was an uncaring mother. There's no love lost between mother and daughter. But her grandmother, who was nicknamed Button, she is the one that really took care of her. She was like her mother, a true role model that set her on the path of the straight and narrow during her lifetime. But the real mystery in the book is the death of Sarah. Now, we sort of get hints that Eve might have been responsible, but there might have been more extenuating circumstances around the death. Now, in the book, other people die too, and we start to wonder what really is going on in Eve's mind and her world. Is this reality, or is it a figment of her imagination? Well, the conclusion lets us, sort of a shocking conclusion, that maybe some people might have guessed that the book was going in this direction. I'm not going to say any more, but I will say The Day She Died is a superior piece of fiction. If you like sort of a psychological tale where you really don't know what's going on, but you can surmise what's going on, this is definitely the book for you. So those are the two books that I wanted to draw to your attention. Hopefully when you're at your local bookstore, you will seek them out and consider purchasing them because they are very highly recommended. So as always, I thank you for watching Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. Please send me your comments, positive and negative. Tell me what you would like to see in future videos. So as always, I say, stay safe, stay sane, stay social distancing, and do stay in touch. Bye for now.